Well, I got a message just a little bit ago from a friend in downtown Iron Mountain who told me that ELS 400 and 503 were coming through town all alone. They don't even have any freight behind them. I see 503 is leading. And 400. I don't know why they would come here with no freight. I know there's a long line of cars sitting here in Kingsford they could grab, so I figured I'd come here and wait and see. That's just weird. They're not going to grab any cars. Well, that's weird, isn't it? Well, yesterday I was in Green Bay following 1221 and 501 North, where they parked just north of Green Bay. I was not expecting to find a train, just locomotives going south today. Thought for sure they would have a train with them. I guess I could go down the Pembine and grab the gondolas for Alter. Come back, switch out Alter, and grab the rest of the train that's sitting here in Kingsford and take it south, but I don't know. You would think they would waste a trip going south and not take anything with them. If they're planning on grabbing something or what, because it's just kind of unusual. Just a little unusual. Well, that's not good. Coming into Marinette County, Wisconsin. I'll play along. Let's go to Pembine and see what they're doing. It's just so confusing bringing just 2 locomotives 30 miles south and not bring a train with them. But they must have something planned. They always do, don't they? Anyway, I'm just going to cruise right on to Pembine and wait for them. Coming into Pembine. Yeah, there are a bunch of tankers sitting here to go to Crivets. Also, a load of gondolas. So they're either going to come here and grab the tankers and take them down to Crivets, where I know they need to go, or they're going to grab gondolas. I don't know. I'm going to stop guessing and start watching. We're going to come down here to our normal sitting spot and wait for 503 and 400 to come in. And yeah, there's even more gondolas down here, so not real sure what we're gonna see, but I'm gonna park here and wait. It's just a little after 11 a.m. Well, after a short wait, they've made it. They're doing what I kind of thought they might be doing. So they're going to take the crossover and grab the gondolas that are sitting here for Alta Metal.
Ready or six? Ready. Move ahead, time on level. 400. Stay on the rear, south of 47.
What next? I don't know. Thought they would have just pulled it on out rather than shoved it back, but we'll find out in a few minutes. Pembine cross, restore normal, 400. Can you start ahead, cross leg? I'll drop as you go by. Oh, correct, 400. Well, the next question is, did they leave a train north of Iron Mountain? I think we're going to go find out now. We'll meet back up with them at Alter Meadow in about 30 minutes when they get there, but in the meantime, I'm going to shoot to the north side of Iron Mountain and go see if there's a train sitting up there. There's always a possibility they left a train. I bet he left his coffee. All right, let's go to Iron Mountain. Glad I have my radio on as I was leaving town here in Pembine. I just heard the conductor say he's hopping off in 20. So I'm guessing they're gonna pick up pulpwood. Be nice to this car behind me. CN tracks. To the right goes to Michigan. Yeah, they must be grabbing some pulp off as well. flag on the back. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he's putting a flag on the back.
All right, got a flag on the rear. Good for watching the shove from the ground and take shove back clear crossing. Over. Back the yellow for it.
Yeah, I thought maybe they're going to grab off some pulpwood, but maybe they were just going to put the flag on the back. What a gentleman, stopped the ladder right at him. And there they go. All right, like I said before, we are going to run over to Iron Mountain. I'm very curious to see if they got a train on the north end of town. I kind of suspect they might. But they want to swap out Alter Metal while they have the chance. All right, let's go to Iron Mountain. We're not taking the back way. We're going to take the highway. Might notice a little haze in the sky today. It's actually smoke from the Canadian wildfires, and I'm getting so tired of saying that. Every year, that is the discussion we have. The Canadian wildfires. I think Canada needs to put out their damn wildfires, man. Put out the fire already. Why are the fires burning in Canada? Why can't they put them out? What's up with that? Made it through Iron Mountain. Just got a message from a friend asking why is there a train sitting north of town? That's too funny. Anyway, yesterday there was a moose that was seen in the area where I am right now. It's pretty rare to see a moose this far south, but it happens. Pretty cool. I would love to see a moose right here where I live. That would be pretty awesome. Anyway, we're coming up on M95 now at the US 2 junction. Yeah, one of my friends said he was going to Florence. Came over this bridge here and said there was a train sitting underneath there, but the locomotives aren't here. And I said, ding! I know where they are. Anyway, here is the US 2 bridge over the train tracks, and I see a bunch of smart siding there. I thought they left a train somewhere. I didn't think they would come this far without bringing a train. Yeah, buddy. A lot of smart siding. Alright, well, I know where they're coming after Alter. Man, they had a good load of smart siding here. Alright, let's go back to Alter Metal and get the train.
Oh, wonderful. We lost our flag.
Huh. Yeah, they lost their flag on the back somewhere. I guess they'll find it when they go back. Maybe they'll be able to stop and grab it, but chances are they probably won't. Normally I'm back a little further because normally I can see the whole car there, but
A couple. Last one. Half car. 20. 10. 5 feet. And that'll do. I think a joint in between.
next we get to watch the Alter Metal Shuffle.
7 cars, stop, 400.
That's where they'll either separate the locomotives and put this Alter Metal into the siding in Kingsford, or they could take it up to 8th Street and put it in the siding.
3.
Either way, they're going to have to put it in the siding because they have an entire train sitting north of town.
Last. I don't know. 400. Excellent. That's cleared. Point good 50. Back dozen.
See, Matt made it.
Pass. That'll do there. Go for 50. Step back a dog. Watch the show from the. What? Ref water. Stop. Stop. Four cars, 400. Last one. Half. And that'll be there, 400. Good spot. Speed, 400. That'll do. Hey, good on the pivot. One plus speed. I had clear spin 400. Sorry, so all boys. 400. Hardcore. Half. And that'll do 4. Up to the main, conductor on point, back 3 joint. Welcome. One.
All right,
Half.
let's go north a little bit. Wait for him.
20. 10.
here behind Ace Hardware. This is where all the smart siding and a bunch of other cars are tucked into. I would guess they're going to slide those ultra metal cars into the siding on 8th Street. Maybe connected to the back of this train with all the smart siding. And that way, when they pull that string off that siding, the ultra metal will already be on it, on the very back. So we'll go over to 8th Street and wait for them.
Off and away, doesn't stop. 400. Another car.
My scanner's dying. I got another set of batteries in the car, so.
Double. Last one. That'll do 400. Boy, back to it, 400. All.
Now, will they grab the box cars and pull them out? And then push the ultra metal in, put the box cars back in? Or do they just tuck it in and deal with it later? Private driveway right there. All right, get out of the car and watch them pull their train south. was a good hard pull, huh? Going now. A homeowner I just spoke with across the street here said this train has been parked here the last few days. All right, let's go back to Iron Mountain, catch it going south. Must have a lot of cars on here, as much as those engines are whining. Really? Look at that guy. Didn't even slow down. People are stupid. Oh, I thought for sure he was gonna shoot out in front of it. No left turn, you see the flashing? Don't care, do they? They just don't care. You'll see it all in this town. Well, you think they'll stop in Kingsford and grab all more smart siding? Or you think they'll just keep on going through? We're gonna find out. one way or another, we will find out. Let's go to Kingsford. Well, before I commit myself on the other side of the train tracks, I want to see first if they are going to stop and switch cars, or are they going to keep going south? Because if they keep going south, I don't want to be on the other side of the tracks and get stuck. Because if they keep going south, I'm going down to County O. Pretty interesting move so far, don't you think? A lot of miles moved and not going anywhere. Well, I sat in Kingsford and waited and waited and waited. I got nothing. The train looks like it stopped. It's sitting between Iron Mountain and Kingsford at the cemetery. Stopped. That's not good. That's not good. Huh. Why did it just stop here, I wonder? Sure hope they don't have a problem somewhere. That's weird. I don't see anything off a rail. I don't know. Seems like every time I come over here, there's a problem. We're gonna ride back here by the cemetery and see if we can figure out what's going on. Head of the train is right up there. I can barely see it. That wheel's on. Well, it's not that car there. It looked like those wheels right there are off the rail, but you really can't tell. However, it appears that ELS 503 did come off the rails, and that's not a good thing. Well, this is like a broken record. Just never gets any better. Looking at all the wheels, everything's on here. From what it sounds like, somebody was walking by when it happened, and he said it looked like the front locomotive was on the ground. In the meantime, 8th Street is going to remain blocked because there is no power to the north. You have to wonder how long all these cars will continue to sit here. Huh. Well, a little after 7 p.m. and they got the rail cars moved off of H Street. That's gonna be all she wrote. If she wrote a song, that was it. That was the ending there. We should tell you better news. I wish we were ending this video in Wisconsin. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And God forbid, make a comment below. Oh my God. Never gonna hear the end of this. My God. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna have to drive south just for content, but their train is sitting here. Oh, have a great day, everybody.